I'm here to talk about food, Philippines food, iconic Philippines dishes, 10 must-try Philippines dishes. I had some help in coming up with this list. I didn't do it on my own. The person or the thing that I had to help me was the Google app, Gemini, artificial intelligence. So the list must be something special, right? I don't know what your top 10 dishes would be from the Philippines, but this list threw up a couple of surprises anyway. Especially number 8. It surprises me then when I read the list. It surprises me now when I've finished shooting the video. And if number 10 hadn't been on the list, I would have doubted the actual intelligence of the artificial intelligence app. So take a look at the list and see if you agree with artificial intelligence. But what I can say without doubt is I've been on a real food journey, and I've tasted some of the best foods that the Philippines has to offer. And I suppose I've put to bed some of the myths about Philippine food as well. Some of the doubts that some people have or some visitors have. So if you want to see what the 10 most must-try dishes of the Philippines are, as chosen by artificial intelligence, then come along and find out and join me on my food adventure. So, as they say around these parts, kain tayo, let's eat. So this is where I'm getting my first meal. It's in a food court in Hallmark in Makati. But they have everything here. Here's anything you want. So this is where I'm going to get Sinegang. Hi, can I have Sinegang, please?
Dine in, sir.
Dine in.
Dine in.
Does it come with rice?
No.
It comes with rice?
With white rice.
Okay. Here we are with our first dish, Philippines' favourite and most famous soup, flavoured with tamarind, which gives it a lovely sweet and sour flavour. It's served with rice, of course, because we're in the Philippines. But the meat, the fall, has been slow cooked in the soup. And it's so tender. Lovely. The Sinegang soup was not voted the best. There's a website called Taste Atlas. And on this website, it's written by food critics from all around the world, and they said that Sinegang was in one of the best foods in the world last year, and also it was the best soup in the world in 2021. That's some accolade. And if you want to put that in some kind of perspective, I searched the website, and out the best foods in the world, there wasn't one single British menu on there. And I'm sure we must have invented fish and chips, and that's a favourite in a lot of countries. It still didn't get a mention. Otherwise, I'm in an area of Bonifacio Global City in Manila called, I think it's called Fort Square or something like that. It's an area full of restaurants, cafes and bars. But I found myself a traditional Philippine restaurant, traditional Philippine food anyway. The one behind me there, you see the title. So I'm heading towards there now for this next classic Philippine dish. Next classic, chosen to me by AI. The menu's on the outside so I can see what I can eat before I go in. So I'm just going to see if this dish is on the list here. And this dish is a traditional Philippine favourite for gatherings, celebrations, parties, things like that. You'll usually find it on the menu. It's over my right shoulder there, Pancit Canton. How much is it? 260 pesos for a serving, so it's well within my budget for. It's well within my budget of 300 pesos. Thank you. This is typical of me. Come and do a restaurant called Pancit Canton, in a restaurant which is famed for lechon. I wish I'd done a little bit more research on the restaurant before I came. Here it is. It's arrived. One of only 3 dishes out of the 10 that don't come with rice. Wouldn't have rice with noodles, but it looks delicious. Let me show you. So it comes on a hot skillet. Prawns. Looks like that'll be pork skin, maybe crispy pork skin. Noodles, vegetables, of course, calamansi. That looks delish actually. It's been served up. So it looks nice. Good presentation. There is a ton of calamansi coming through, but also you can taste the soy sauce and the oyster sauce, and it gives a lovely flavour. Very nice, by the way. AI was very correct in putting this in top 10 Philippine must-try foods. Best one I've had so far, actually. Best one I've had so far. This restaurant was full when I came in here. Look at this. Was there something I said? Did I upset somebody? As I leave Rico's Lechon restaurant and BGC behind me, I move on now to the next meal. So what's that one going to be? Let's see. You ever get that feeling somebody's watching you? I get it all the time. If you enjoyed the video and you haven't yet clicked the subscribe button, click it now. I'd appreciate that. Thank you very much. It's free and it does not help the channel. Thank you. For my next meal I come to Market in Bonifacio Global City. There's a nice little food court here, selling all local Philippine food. And that's where I've got my next meal. I was in 2 minds whether to put it on my list actually, or I know AI, artificial intelligence, chose it for me. But you get this meal everywhere. It's in every cafe you go to. Is it Calendaria? You've got every Calendaria. It's always on the menu. You can see it there. It's easy to identify and easy to choose. So I thought, because it was so common, I thought I might not have put it on the list. But then I decided to keep it on the list for that very reason. Because if you're a visitor to the Philippines and you want safe, reliable food, you can't beat adobo. That's why it's one of Philippines' favourites. It's simple and it's tasty. So, for 225 peso, I get a bowl of adobo, a portion of rice, and a fresh lumpia. 225 peso is 3 UK pounds or $4. You can't beat that. And you might argue that the portions are quite small. They're certainly smaller than you get in the UK, and that also means that they're definitely smaller in the US because they're very large portions there. That's what I first thought when I came to the Philippines. But these portions are just the right size. This is pork adobo, and you can get chicken adobo. And it's very simple. It's cooked in a marinade of soy sauce and vinegar. And the vinegar gives it like a piquant flavour. It's easy to make. It's so easy, in fact, that I've made it myself at home. This is very nice, by the way. I'm quite looking forward to this next meal. I sort of knew it would be in the list of the top 10 before I even pressed the send button on the computer. So I've come to San Siro Weekend Market for this one. I've made another video, a previous video about this place. It is a weekend market, but it's like a food bazaar, and it's got food from everywhere, and it's really good. Watch the video if you like. But just to give you a clue, this next meal, I think the clue might be a bit too easy. The word or the name of this meal comes from the Spanish for suckling pig. We worked it out yet? Yeah, it was a bit too easy, wasn't it? It's lechon, and I knew lechon would be on the list because it's famous throughout the Philippines. It's famous everywhere, and it's a meal that would do any occasion proud, and it makes a normal meal into a fiesta, a super celebration. So all I've got to do now is find Gyro's lechon, because I've done my research, and my research led me to Salcedo Market. So all I've got to do is search this park for Gyro's lechon. Good luck to me, eh? So I walked around the park at least 3 times looking at all these wonderful food stalls, but I could not find my target. I did find this guy selling Cebu lechon, but this is the last of his meat. So he'd sold out of his lechon. So, changing plan. Well, who would have thought it'd been let down by the internet? Gyro's lechon doesn't exist here, or he's not here today, and I found one lechon store and all his lechon had sold out. So therefore, in order to stick to the plan and not let my AI plans go awry and let people down, I've got to find another a place that sells lechon. But I think I've got a plan. Just stick with me. I got to my next sure bet restaurant, and guess what? That was closed as well. Don't worry, stick with me, I've got a plan. So, it appears the plot thickens, unlike my gravy. It appears the plot thickens, unlike my gravy for my lechon. I'm on plan C, and I've been brought to Makati. I've come to the place behind me with the yellow doors, Tatang's Crispy Lechon, 4.7 star reviews, fantastic reviews. I came here with high hopes, but talking to the neighbours, it says closed and it's permanently closed. I have to revert now to plan D. I've got to find another place. So, for this next meal, I've come to somewhere where they told me was the capital. They told me it was the capital of this dish here, and that's why I've come here. If you don't recognise that in the background, that is an active volcano. That is Taal, and that's Taal Lake, and this is the city which sits above the volcano, and it's Tagaytay, and it's the capital of Bulalo. Bulalo, another comfort food. It's a beef stew. Welcome to Bulalo, the bone broth with meat that melts in your mouth, Chinese cabbage, green beans and sweet corn. Bulalo is it's a soup cum stew, isn't it? But it's like a beef bone marrow stew. It's cooked over a slow period or a long period. So when it comes out, the meat is so tender and just falls apart like that. And the gravy, it's quite thin gravy, but it's very, very flavourful. With rice, of course. But I like my food a little bit spicy, so I'm going to chop mine up with a little bit of chilli. Portion size is enough for 2 or 3 people there. It's still bubbling away because they've put a heat source underneath, so it's still cooking away nicely. Sisig is another fantastic traditional meal. The chopped up or finely chopped pork. It's got chili, it's got mayonnaise on there, it's fried, It comes out on a skillet like this, sizzling hot, and they put a raw egg on top, which cooks in that hot pork. So you find the pork is crunchy in places and soft in other places, so it's a nice combination. But the egg cooks itself, and the chili is nice and spicy and adds a nice spice to it. So the bulalo came at the price at 750 pesos, which is slightly above the budget, but there's enough for 2 people there, easy, or 3 people even. And also, they come up and top up the soup every now and again, so the soup is unlimited. And the sisig come in at 325 pesos, which is slightly above the budget that I give myself, but it's not a bad budget. Satisfied. Finished now my 2 beautiful meals in this lovely restaurant, actually overlooking that volcano. What a beautiful location, actually. But I said the bulalo was a huge portion. Look at that! I could work out with that, it's so heavy. They topped up all that meat with some more soup. And guess what I'll be having for my tea tonight? I'm still looking for lechon. So I've come back to Fiesta Market, in Market at the top end of Bonifacio Global City. And I'm hoping this place will be my saviour. You have lechon today? You have lechon? No, just...
Oh
okay.
my God.
Okay, no worries. No problem, thanks. Lechon is one of the signature dishes of the Philippines, and it's been quite difficult to get a hold of. The places I've been to so far have been closed, they've been sold out, they've been closed, and this one only sells lechon at weekends, and today is Tuesday. My options are running out, but I know where I'm going to next, so I've got high hopes, and my next stop will bring positive results for lechon. I am 100% sure. Yes, keep my fingers crossed anyway. These next 2 dishes really lift my spirits today. Both of them got double-barreled names. I really enjoyed both of them. And one of these dishes would be my favourite from the list given to me by artificial intelligence. Thank you very much. Here we are, the first dish of 2 today, Kare. It's a hearty beef stew which comes with green vegetables, green beans, pechay, and it comes with a thick, creamy, peanut flavoured sauce. And it comes with an unlikely side dish of fermented shrimp or fermented fish called bagaong, which I'll explain in more detail in a second. You'd think with a name like Kare, it would have some Indian connection, it would taste like curry, but it doesn't. It has nothing to do with it, and it is 100% Filipino. It's a really hearty, warm-hearted comfort food, perfect for them Philippine winter days. You know which ones I mean, them cold Philippine days. You've got to put your woolly hat and your scarf and your gloves on. It'll be perfect for them days. But back to bagaong, that fermented fish or fermented shrimp side dish. It's an unlikely pairing, you'd think. But the pungent flavour of the bagaong really enhances the flavour of the Kare. It's a perfect combination. The vegetables were fresh, the peanut sauce was rich and flavoursome, and the meat just fell apart. All in all, I really enjoyed this meal. So I've got a clean plate. That means my mother would say I can have my pudding. And that's what I intend to do with this one. Hello, hello. Another double-barreled name. This one is ube flavoured, the purple yam that you get here in the Philippines, which gives it this purple colour. It's got inside shaved ice, it's got jelly, it's got sago, and on the top it is topped off with a leche flan, which is egg yolk flan. And halo halo means mix mix, and what you do is you mix it all up. I didn't do that though, I just ate it very fast. Well, I don't know about you, but I enjoyed that. My first ever hello hello. I'll definitely be going back for one of them again. And the latest must-have Philippine dish, Kare Kare. Very high scores indeed. Highly recommended. So, I'm back here. I was here earlier, if you remember. This is where I came for my Pancit Canton. I think I'm in safe hands. I've looked through the window. There is lechon, and I will get lechon today. I feel relieved. But let's go and try it. Hello, this is Jean. This is my second visit, and Jean is my familiar face. This is the menu from inside, and the prices differ somewhat. Where is it? There. Lechon Cebu 440. There are two types of lechon as I understand it, Cebu lechon and Manila lechon. Cebu lechon uses a native pig, whereas a Manila lechon uses, what would you call it, standard pig? This could be a representation of dish number 8. Artificial intelligence is the future, okay? But for number 8, it shows a binisitang manok. I know manok is chicken. Binisitang, I've googled it, but I cannot find binisitang. I've asked Filipinos, and they cannot tell me what is binisitang. So this is my version of binisitang. But that's artificial intelligence for you. It's the future. Lumpia or spring roll, which was a surprise to me. I didn't think it would make it into the must-try dishes of the Philippines. But there it is. That's artificial intelligence for you. And there's a sweet sauce to dip it into. Very crispy, very tasty. It's a bit sweet itself inside. I think it's a pork, but you can have anything in it. You have vegetables, fish, prawns, pork, tofu, banana heart. Lumpia is very tasty, and it's a very popular Filipino dish. But whether it makes the top 10, it wouldn't make my top 10. But this next dish definitely would. I've waited a long time for this lechon. I've been looking forward to it. The term lechon comes from the Spanish term for spit roasted pig. I think lechon were around a lot longer before the Spanish arrived. I'm so pleased I finally got me lechon. And they say the sign of a good lechon is the golden brown, the golden coloured skin and crispy. It certainly is. Very easy to get through, very nice. And the pork should be succulent, very tasty. Pulls apart with my fingers like this. Very juicy. I do feel I might have to do a little bit of exercise in the gym this afternoon. Very nice. I'm no lechon expert, but I'm no stranger to it either. I was lucky enough last year to witness a traditional lechon being cooked in the province in Catanduanes, where a pig is slaughtered in the morning. It's stuffed full of herbs and spices, then cooked very slowly over charcoal, with the locals turning it by hand for many hours. Some herbs and spices are plastered on by locals with leaves. Makes it a special meal. The meat turned out to be tender and juicy and succulent, and the skin crispy. The lechon on the table makes the occasion special. Huge lumps of pork and crispy skin. This lechon is, because it's pork, it's got a lot of fat, isn't there? Which makes it succulent and adds flavour to it. The trouble with this meal is I built myself up for lechon to be a special meal. And I felt a little bit let down because there was just a little bit too much fat. I paid for 250 grams and at least half of that was fat. But if I'm wrong and the restaurant's right, please let me know. That's me, that's my food journey complete. I'm leaving records behind, having completed all my meals that I could have completed. It's been fun, it's been interesting, and I've learned a lot. But I've learned that there is much more to Philippine food than meets the eye. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned a lot the same as me. If you liked it, please join me again for the next one. Stay safe, keep smiling. Bye bye.